how much do you do with the guys, and what's the feedback you're getting on the strength program?
Well, I think the strength and conditioning part is going very well. Johnny Zapardo was a little bit of a shock to his system being with Coach Akins, and he's upchucked a few times in the weight room, but it's a good thing for him. Trevontae Bloodman obviously is not back as far as doing everything he can, but him not being able to do some things on the basketball court and in the weight room has actually helped him because he's put on some weight. He's up to about 196 pounds now, so when he gets back to doing things on the court and in the weight room, that'll be good weight for him. We got to continue to put more weight on Fred. I tell you what, Gavin Ware has done a phenomenal job in the weight room. He looks as good as I've ever seen him. He's down to about 260 pounds. His body fat has really greatly decreased. And I think the thing about him is he took it upon his own self. There's about that 3-week period that we can't have classes. So the spring semester was over with and summer one hadn't started. He came in on his own every day at 9 o'clock in the morning and worked out with Coach Akins, and you could tell the significant difference as far as like his body and the way he's performing at this point in time. The thing about the summer that I think kind of gets like misconstrued and everybody must understand is like it's great that we get a chance to work with our guys in the summertime, but at the end of the day, you get 8 weeks, okay, NCAA rules, and we get 2 hours a week. All right, so we're talking about 16 hours that we get a chance to work with our guys, which is really 2 full work days if you look at it that way. So what we do there is important, but if our guys are going to get better, they have to do so much more outside of that than what we're doing.
So many second-year guys in the system have been through those first 2 seasons with you. Do you see an awareness and a self-motivation from the guys now that they understand not just what you want from them, but what they have to do themselves?
Well, it's interesting. I just had a visit from my old boss at Clemson. Coach Brownell was here for a couple of days, and we sat down and we talked basketball. And he told me that when he lost his 2 best players, which were Milton Jennings and Devin Booker, he felt that he was going to be good this upcoming season. And the reason he thought he was going to be good is because he had experienced guards. And he says when it's all said and done, you got to have the bodies to be big and strong. He said, but you got to have experienced guards in order to be successful. So you start talking about our guard play, and we're going to have guys like Trevontae Bloodman coming back and Chicken and Fred Thomas. All those guys are upperclassmen now. And so you hope that makes a difference in the program and their approach as far as like they understand what they have to do in order to be successful.
You talked about the weight program and what you guys have been able to do. What have you seen that program do for Falou, a guy that really wasn't really used to it, and now he's been in it for a full year? What have you seen that do to a guy like that?
He hasn't got as big as we would like right now. We want him ultimately to be playing at 235 pounds when he starts playing his freshman year. Right now he's at about 225 pounds, but that's got more to do with his eating habits. Because of his religion, he won't eat a lot of things. But what you've seen in the weight room from him is he's gotten increasingly stronger. And that's what you want to do. You want to see the weight, but what he's done as far as like his squat lifts and bench press and those things you measure, he's gotten so much stronger in the weight room.
How do you make the most of your limited time in the summer?
Well, first and foremost, as a basketball coach and as a program, it's like, what do you want to get done in those 16 hours? What's most important to you? And I think if you try to do too much in those 16 hours, you can kind of lose your focus. So what we want to do is, first and foremost, we want to become a better one-on-one defending team. I thought we had to help way too much, and so we were always helping and creating long closeouts. So we want to become better one-on-one defenders. The second thing we want to do is we want to become better one-on-one basketball players. I felt we had a lot of opportunities in space where we didn't execute closeouts and just beat our man one-on-one. And I think when it's all said and done, as a team, you have to be able to help, okay, on any sort of a ball screening action, and then recover and play team defense. So those are the things we're focusing on. But the big thing offensively, what we want to do is we want to become a better rebounding team. I think we're going to have a situation where we're going to have guys playing at the 3 spot with Demetrius Houston and Travis Daniels, who are going to be bigger guys. And so we want to make sure we're putting kind of a onus on those guys going and go get offensive rebounds.
You mentioned